Hello guys, I am Usman Miraj, a third year MBBS student in Chichihar Medical University. Today we are going to discuss how China becomes superpower. You know, China is one of the most powerful countries in the world. But can you imagine, 40 years ago the poverty rate in China was more than 90%. But in next 30 years, an amazing transformation happened that led the China to where it is today. In 1978, the global GDP contribution of China was only 2%. But today China is contributing more than 18% to the world. China is the second largest economy in the world. It is considered as superpower in many aspects. If we see on world map, China is the fourth largest country in the world. But how the magic happened? Let's try to find out in this video.
China was emerging from its Cultural Revolution as one of the world's poorest nations.
1978, Deng Xiaoping had an idea, one that would turn communist China on its head.
Since then, China has made extraordinary strides in various fields.
So how did one of the world's poorest countries become a global superpower in just 4 decades?
Story begins on 1st October 1949 when People's Republic of China appears on world map and Mao Zedong becomes the first chairman of China.
The leader of the communists and the hero of the revolution was Mao Zedong.
我们的事业是正义的，正义的事业是任何敌人也攻不破的。
In this period, a great foundation was built that lifted millions of people out of poverty. In 1998, compared to 1949, China had 3 times more primary and secondary schools. In 1976, Mao Zedong dies. After the death of Mao Zedong, a new leader emerged in China. Deng Xiaoping is also known as the father of China. His government made strategic investment in education, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, which is also known as STEM fields. His ideology was different from Mao Zedong ideology. He introduced the economic liberalization. Today, his overall ideology has given a name, socialism with Chinese characteristics. All the developed countries have focused a lot in education. Same like that, China also invested heavily in education purpose, creating a world-class innovation. In 1982, the literacy rate in China was 65%, but in 2010, it crosses 95%. Today, China is at the peak of technology. There are several examples. One of the biggest example is Chongbonsun Park in Beijing. It's a hub of technology. There are several examples of how China is developed, like major cities. Shenzhen was the first economic zone in China. Once it was a small fishing village, which becomes a major international metropolis in a few years. In year 1980, the GDP of Shenzhen was only $0.3 billion. But by the end of 2020, the GDP of Shenzhen crosses $420 billion. Behind all of these revolutionary policies, there was a one thought of Deng Xiaoping, that was crossing the river by filling it. It means that when we cross the river, we look at each stones by passing through it. We learn from Deng Xiaoping that reform is a gradual process that must be done with great thoughts.